Hello everyone, welcome back to StoneHearth Bantos. We're back in our kingdom of Bantonia, and I'm really happy that I got so many different names for you guys. So I'm gonna start naming a few of you guys. I got around 20 new names, so if you don't get on early on or not at all, don't be too scared, since I will be taking around 10 names from the list. And after those 10 names I will be going pretty much random, whoever I choose to add. So I'm gonna use like an roll the dice thing, and we're gonna see who gets to join us. So the first person I want to name here is this warrior we got. So this is gonna be Sophie, so welcome Sophie. We got the Null Burrell here, we got a farmer. This is gonna be a Fuggy Nugget. Then we have a carpenter, this is gonna be Brian. So there we go, we got Brian. And then we're gonna have a trap here, that's gonna be James Berdas. There we go, we got him. So that's what I'm gonna go for now, and then we'll be adding a few more people as we go. So keep dropping name suggestions. Like I said, after about 10 names I'm gonna randomize who gets on, so even if you come really late you still have a little bit of chance to actually get on to join our town. And I might also be naming like buildings and such after you guys, so that will perhaps also be another thing. So what I want to do today, since we're building pretty much our light post for the moment, we do have to fix like the center part here, so we need to have a mason to actually craft this one in the center. So I want to get an mason too. So we need this one, mason's hammer and chisel, so we can make some crafts with that. We have a lot of things to do with the carpenter. So for that reason I'm gonna move this to the very top so we get it crafted pretty soon. Okay, let's check out the daily update. Maybe it's something good. No. That was so bad. And I was thinking that we maybe should look around a little bit for these bushes. So I'm gonna start with moving over a ton of these bushes, and I'm gonna put them where we have a farm. That's probably gonna be a pretty good spot to have them around, so we can farm them really easy. So there we go guys, I moved a lot of these bushes, and hopefully this is gonna look pretty nice. And also want to show you guys a few things. So I kind of started to mod this game, so not only am I like crafting games in the game, I'm also actually started to mod the game, like changing 3D models and stuff. So I just been playing around a little bit. I'm a noob to this and everything. But something I noticed that I kept here that I wasn't supposed to keep, it was one of my trees that I made. So this is kind of like more for like a desert biome, this tree here, so it's not supposed to be in this one. I'm really working on that, and I also have been adding some windows. So I have these basic windows, I changed the look of them. I'm eventually gonna make them into my very own craft for the game. So both me and perhaps even you in the future will also be able to use my windows that I have made. So I kind of want to show you guys the windows. So I'm just gonna put a new house here. For now, we're not gonna build this one. But to do something like that, put a roof on this little house. Something like that. And now I'm gonna show you the windows. So currently I'm using like the base one here. I haven't changed this model. But if you see this one, it's very open. There's like straight into it. You can look into it. And same with this one. So I've changed this one. As you can see, it looks like that. It's not really much more. It's just this little middle things. That's what I have changed it, and I personally really like it. I think it looks really good. And then I do have this one, the small window frame that I also made. As you can see, this one, I really like this one. I really like how this one ended up, really like how that one looks. So you see I added this little extra board sticking out, and I made a window a little bit thinner than the original one. These are eventually like gonna become my very own mod, but for now I'm using like the standard crafts for my windows, and I like these more than normal ones. So let me know guys what you think about my windows. This one's really quick made. This one I put a little bit more time in, and it's a little bit more details, as you probably can see. So I'm gonna continue working on my mods, and I'm gonna learn more, and when I feel like I want to share like a mod with you guys, I will also do that. So you guys can use my decorations, for example. Something I really like in this game is decorations, so being able to have the power to do them on your own is really, really awesome. But anyway, enough of that. Let's go and perhaps make our very first house around here. So before I was thinking that maybe we should do houses that goes like this and then around. But maybe we could do them different. It would be cool if we had like 4 of them around here. It would be pretty nice. We could, let's maybe do that. Let's try to do it. So they're gonna be pretty big. I guess we can actually do... These can be double houses, so it's like one house, but it's like for 2 different professions, for example. So let's get a same size here. We got 10 in width, so we need to expand this one. So we need to have something like that. Then we can add more shape here if we want to. We could maybe do that. So I'm gonna change the color. And what I'm thinking for like this space I'm doing here right now is that maybe that could be like a place for like putting stairs and such. So we're gonna have like there's gonna be 2 floors on it. So I think that's gonna be pretty cool. I hope so, at least. So let's go and I wonder if we should do the walls with this tool. Let's do freestanding walls. Invaders. We have to get a little bit of a better troop, probably pretty soon. We only have 1 soldier. I feel like we maybe need like a second one. Maybe it's Aslin frame here can be, or even pen here. It doesn't. I guess pen is actually maybe better for it. Let's go for having 2 soldiers. I think that's gonna help us quite a bit. Wanna farm those berries. Maybe wanna... Let's go back to the flag maybe and let's fight over there. We can have a little bit more Hearthlings helping out with this battle. Okay, we're ready. We can go now. So like what we really need to do now is we need to get more food so we can then progress and more net worth. We can actually get some new people to join. It's really, really important that I get it pretty soon. So hopefully like foraging these berry bushes is gonna help quite a bit. Oh, I want to buy these. I really love those tree planters. So let's see if we can sell those tools, and then I could buy maybe 5. Maybe just go for 4 of them. Sell a couple of the swords. Oh, wait a moment. Wasn't we do a quest with that? 25 hours. Okay. Let's make a few new swords then. Need more wood, I see. Let's make 8 swords. Boom it to the top. And let's chop down some trees. I'm gonna take the big ones. They give the most amount of wood. That will do for now. Maybe when I gather a little bit of these stones. Gonna need them eventually anyway. And I should consider soon when we maybe get a few more people to join us, since we're playing hard mode, to actually get an herbalist going. We really need that so we can heal our people, because it's pretty dangerous playing this game mode. At least before you get some clerics going, at least 1 cleric or something. So I hope everything is gonna go good. We might even want to have like a second farmer for now. But we also need to build, so let's pause the game and we're gonna do a little bit of building. So this will be the place to get up. I hope this is gonna work out as I want to have this. Hopefully it will. So we can have it like that, so that little corner they can go up, and I'm gonna change the color a bit for it. Maybe that color. That's pretty good, so they can get up to the 2nd floor from this. And then we'll have some doors to get in here. And I was thinking of dividing these 2 places, but since we only have 1 door into this and it's not gonna work here, maybe we can just have like a room divider between them. So this side will be a little bit bigger than this one. Kind of a lot bigger, really. So then we'll have some... I'm gonna have some like bed here, at least 1 or 2 beds. Then we can have a door. We could do a double door maybe. Just fits better in the center with that one. Maybe we shouldn't even have like a bedroom down here really. I think it looks kind of weird. So let's do some storage because we are gonna need storage. We can make a workroom even. Let's make a room for some profession. So maybe we can have like the carpenter here. Then we will just have to change like these different workbenches when we make the same house as that different place. Then we can have, let's see, we can have I guess we can have the mason. I would like to like get a weave or something. I guess for now we can have like the mason work in here. We'll also want to have some storage boxes. They can have their goods that they need for crafting. And let's go and put in some more. I do some log pile. That kind of works, you know, for a carpenter. Just to decorate a little bit. There we go, that will give them some stuff to work with. Maybe, yes, maybe we can decorate with some furniture display with wood. This is part of some mods I got. It's not sitting very well there. Okay, let's skip that. So this will be the first floor. People are working here. It's going to be really useful. And then we will see how we do with all the other houses. If it's going to be professions, or if it's going to be houses where people just gonna like live at and have their beds and stuff. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And then maybe we want to change something here in the front. Just for some visual fun. So that will create a totally like different look for this. And we could do automatic walls. I think I will do that for the top. And maybe we could go for brown walls for the very top. Because I kinda like to have different colors for the bottom and the top nowadays. So hopefully you guys gonna like this. So let's do something like that. I'm gonna move the door here. Maybe we can go for double here also. It's gonna look better. Looking pretty good. And then I get up here. So maybe we can divide this so we have them in separate rooms that when we get up here. It's gonna be slightly different than normal. I think we'll be able to have two doors. We can have one for this side, and then we can have another one for this one, and then we can divide the rooms. Like that, and then get some beds in here. So I'm gonna go for maybe mean beds. Can't really make the other ones yet. Two there, and I'm gonna have two for this side. That would be 4 people, not really that many. I think for now in the beginning, I'm gonna let them have maybe 1 extra person sleeping in each room. So we can get like 6 people in one house, because it's a pretty big house, it's a big project, so saving time should help us since we're doing hard mode. And I'm gonna use my windows here, because I really like how they look, like I said. Maybe we do 2 windows there. I really like this, I love this. I'm really looking forward to like doing more mods for this. To be able to design whatever I want to design. And I do have some ideas for the future also to be modding on like the armors, the weapons and stuff. So that's something I'm personally really looking forward to. And I think it's gonna be really great. I was gonna do something like this, it looks a little bit safer. They only need 1 block to walk, so this should be just fine for us. And let's see, do we have any like nice decoration we can add? We don't really have much decoration. We could do something like some dressers, that's always nice to have. Because these guys can have them here. I hope they will be able to go to bed on this one, I hope so. I'm not entirely sure if they will be. Guess we'll find out. We can do something like that, then we have something here at least. And we will have to do our very own roof. It's gonna be a lot of shape to this. But let's start with doing it here. I think that's gonna be a nice roof. Maybe one more in the middle. Okay, let's try that. And what should we go? Maybe we should go for... We go for rustic red roof. Lately I've done blue roofs. Or should we go for something like totally different than what I've done in a long time? We could try this one. That's not like a roof color I would normally use. I don't think that's gonna be very nice. So let's go for this red one I was thinking of. So I feel like this house is almost done. What we need to do now is to head in, and we're gonna have to add a lot more windows. We need some windows for this side. And we need something for the bottom. We don't have any windows here. Maybe we can do like these small ones. Okay, let's have a few of them. We don't really need to have that many. And also like the suggestion you guys had with doing maybe some buildings from kingdoms. So kingdoms and castle, we might be doing some similar buildings to that. But that was a fun suggestion. It would be nice to see how those houses would look when we do them in Stonehearth. Okay, there we go. That's gonna be a nice house. So let's see, maybe we wanna do something just to like... We can do it later, I guess. I was thinking of adding some signs to it, but we can do that later on. Let's go and we're gonna save this house. Town Square big house. So what we want to do after then, when we have this one, would be to add in 3 more of these. Then we're gonna have to make sure that we are hooking them in the correct way. So that kinda looks about right. You're very close to each other, I noticed. They can pretty much sit there and look into the other house. What we could do would be to perhaps move them a little bit further away from each other. So instead of like having them here, we do them 1, 2, 3. I think something like that. So I'm kind of calculating for this one. There's 3 steps from that. I think that will be better. That will be a little bit more space between the buildings. So there we go. I finally got it set up. I had to like add these to be able to do it easier. So having like help lines like the roads that I kind of did here is really helpful. So if you guys have problems sometime maybe to find where you're gonna put things, I would definitely recommend doing this. And since these houses are, you know, they are pretty big, we probably should maybe like these lanterns, I'm really thinking about moving them out here instead and move them around here, further out. So we'll have a little bit more space here in the middle. So I think we should start to build one of these houses. It's gonna be a lot to build, and it looks like we need to gather a lot more with the wood. So let's go and put together a little bit more wood. See, which one did I put to build of these? It should be this one, okay? Get a daily update. Awesome, we beat it. Finally someone joins us. That's so awesome. So I'm gonna name this girl also that just joined us. So we got a pretty good body and got a heart of a crafter. This is gonna be Hannah Baker. Hannah Baker, welcome to the town. I hope you can have a great time here. And like I said before, if you have name suggestions, drop them in the comments. The first few names I will take on my own, and then the rest of them I will be randomizing of you guys who will be getting on, and hope you guys are getting lucky to be able to join our town here. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Let me know what you think of our new houses, if you like it or not. Maybe they're too big, they're pretty big. Let me know what you think about my new windows that I made. I'm gonna keep modding this game and adding more things, and I'm also gonna return this tree to the original medium oak tree. But guys, thanks for staying around, hope you guys had a good time, and don't forget to check out my Twitch channel as well, the link to that in the description. I live stream every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 PM Central European Time. So thanks for being here, and hope to see you guys soon again. So have a great day and take care.